right.
Hey-o.
Happy KOTG Tuesday.
Good evening, gentlemen.
We're back. Well, Olee and Zach aren't back, but Olee will step in here in a second here. He's wrangling up some kids, I think he said. So, got to do the dad thing tonight, looks like.
It is spring break for us, so the kids are up a little bit later now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spring break for us starts next week, so.
Okay, all right.
Looking forward to that, but I don't have little kids to wrangle up and stuff anymore.
Ours was last week.
Oh, wow.
Last week?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
That's barely even spring yet over there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I know it snowed this morning, so.
It's kind of a late winter break or something, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you guys doing? How's things? How's the weather? You said it snowed for you, Nate.
Yeah, a little bit. Just some flurries this morning. Pretty cold, but I think today may be the hump. I think we may be finally heading in the right direction. I see 50s and 60s consistently in the forecast, so we'll see. But soil temps are still low.
Low 40s. It stays that way for you then.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We just got like 6 inches of snow yesterday, so that's great for us.
Oh, I saw that.
That was out of nowhere. Did not see that on the radar.
You had just posted, getting out there cleaning up the grass a little bit.
Yeah.
It was looking all right. And then
just did a little yard work this weekend, and then all of a sudden, I'm kind of glad I did, though. I kind of fluffed it up and, letting the snow and moisture and stuff melt down onto the grass. So, yeah, cool. Well, as always, we like to grab a glass and keep off the grass.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Well, we got a fun show tonight for you guys. We have Skylar and Marina here from Nature's Seed. They're actually based here in Utah, and I ran across them a few months back and would love to introduce them to you guys in the live chat and anybody that listens to the podcast afterwards. So, Skylar, Marina, why don't you guys go ahead and take it from here, kind of let everybody know who you are and a little bit about the company.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Good to be here. Like you mentioned, we're Nature's Seed. We're based here in Lehi, Utah. We've been around since 2011. We are considered the retail division of the Native Seed Group, which is a much larger company throughout the West, and they specialize in all kinds of seed, conservation, turf grass, with a focus on natives. At Nature Seed, we sell turf grass, clover, wildflowers, pasture grasses, conservation and restoration grasses. And yeah, we really kind of specialize in some of these more niche products. Some of the harder to find buffalo grasses for turf. There's a big focus right now on alternative lawns.
But your guys' catalog has like a lot of, I guess, unique grasses and wildflowers as well. So it sounds like you guys have more of a pretty diverse portfolio, and it's not just homeowners' lawns that you guys cater to at golf courses. You guys have different markets. What are some of the markets that would utilize some of these more, I guess, non-conventional seeds that you guys sell?
I mean, our biggest market is homeowners. We sell direct to consumer. So we work all day, every day with homeowners, but we'll also do government contracts, government projects around the country, especially out here in the West. Seeding after wildfires, that's really the bread and butter of our parent company. But then, we also service golf courses, a lot of the professional sports turfs around the area. Lavelle Edwards Stadium at BYU, they're one of our clients.
Right on.
So really, just anybody. We'll sell grass to anyone.
How long did you say you guys have been in the industry?
Well, Nature Seed has been around since 2011. We're kind of a startup right there, but our parent company, Granite Seed, they've been around since the 80s, the mid 80s, I believe.
Okay. All right. Marina, let's tell everybody a little bit about you. Who are you? What do you do in the company?
Well, I am the seed specialist. So if you call in, you email, you message me on Instagram, it's me probably. But so I'm usually helping people pick out seed, making mixes. I've only been with Nature Seed for just under a year. And I'm going to school right now for crop and soil science. So
cool.
That's been my main focus. And while I'm finishing up my degree in that, just trying to learn as much as I can. I'm definitely new to the lawn game. I recall in my interview with Skylar that I told him that lawns were useless. But I have grown to love and appreciate them. And now I judge people based on their lawns, as everyone should.
One of us.
Yeah. Well, that is actually something we usually ask at the end, but we forget sometimes. But we like to hear from our guests what your lawns actually look like. So, being a seed company, what if I drove by your house? What would I see as far as your lawn goes?
For mine, I'm what you call a mullet yard. So all business in the front, party in the back.
There you
go. Right now I have a new build here in Saratoga Springs, and the contractor just slapped down sod in my front yard. I didn't have a choice on that. I've been slowly trying to overseed and work in some elite bluegrass varieties. That's a work in progress. But in my backyard, I am currently rocking turf type tall fescue.
Okay.
Nice.
What about you, Marina?
My backyard right now is a mix between tall fescue and I overseeded Kentucky bluegrass, which didn't seem like the best idea last year when it started growing in, but this year it's really nice and lush, and it stayed green for a long time, and it came in early green. And yeah, my front yard needs a little bit of help, but I got the lines, I got the stripes.
Okay.
I got the stripes.
Yep. Stripe Live Nate likes to hear the word stripe. Lines, not so much. So you make sure.
Okay, stripes. I'm sorry.
A lot of our guests,
I got the stripes.
I've never seen a lawn liner attachment. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be the striper one. Skylar, your yard sounds a lot like mine. Mine's a mullet one as well. Mine is the backyard is because I've got a dog that just has some kind of urine that is from hell and will burn every little spot all over the place. This last winter, I actually have two dogs now. My oldest son's here with his dog, and it's like the female dog goes and pees, and then the male dog comes over and pees on top of that, and so it's like I've got even more spots. I'm gonna have to do some kind of overseeding and stuff once that's all done with. But yeah, so it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So there was a question. Drunk Lawn Guy's actually my neighbor, so he lives just a few streets away from me, and he wanted to know if you guys are that Granite Seed office in Lehigh. Is that?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And a lot of our products are they're the same products that Granite stocks too. Same quality, same seed sources. So.
Okay. And maybe a location in Montana.
Up in Montana, we have mostly our farms and production facilities up there.
Okay.
So we do it all. We'll grow seed, we'll harvest it, we'll clean it, we'll gather seed in the wild. For our turfs, we mostly source that from locations in Oregon, Washington. We don't typically grow our own turf.
Okay. Grace wants to know what the height of cut is on the fescue in the back.
What I keep it mowed at?
Yeah. What's your height?
3 inches.
About 3 inches?
Yeah.
Marina, what about you?
I let it, flow and go and grow and
flow, go, and grow. And you harvested stuff from back there?
No, I probably cut it once a week. I'm pretty like OCD about it, so I'd say I probably do like 3 inches.
Okay.
I do it every week.
All right.
I like it to be very nice and clean back there.
Perfect.
Pretty much just for my dogs.
Tell me again, what you guys do have a lot of cool season grass. We talked briefly, and some warm season, but maybe not as much warm season. Like what would somebody get? I guess what types of grass are the most popular that you guys sell? Are they cool season?
Definitely the cool season. Our most popular product is our Blue Ribbon blend. It's an 80-20 mix of Kentucky Blue, perennial rye. But then, we sell all kind. I mean, we just launched a new product line with, I don't know if you heard Tawaka, the Turfgrass Water Conservation Alliance. Same elite varieties, but up to 30 to 40% less water use. So we're incorporating a lot of these Tawaka certified varieties into our mixes. Trying to save a little water, especially out here in the West. It's a big issue. So
you say you get a lot from Oregon? You get a lot of the seed from the Oregon area?
Yeah, I would say a majority of our turfs do come from Oregon. Okay.
So how does that play with granite seed? Because there's obviously some more well-known names and stuff like that. Do you guys have like your own personal growers, or do you guys get some from what everybody else is getting from?
Yeah, we kind of source from all over. A lot of these different, I think, Pure Seed and DLF and there's a lot of different sources for our seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our turf seed.
For a lot of our wildflowers and like native species, particularly in California, we have a couple partners out there: S&S Seeds, Pacific Coast Seeds, Hedgerow. Hedgerow Farms grows a lot of the wildflowers that we carry in our California collection. So that's pretty cool to be able to go, and you can go out to the farm and do a tour visit and check it out. So that's a nice spot if you're ever in California and want to see what that looks like. And they'll walk you through growing, harvesting, where they do the native seed collections out in the wild, how they clean the seed, and it's a pretty cool process.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of ask about that too. Like if you guys are involved at all in the process, or they just kind of do it and they say, all right, Nature Seed, you guys get this many 1,000 million pounds or whatever you guys get,
A million, always.
Yeah,
1 million pounds.
We always ask for a million.
So is the wildflower? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You look better now. Okay,
There you
it was
go.
quiet earlier. The wildflower blends. Is it so when you're say if I want to get, because this is something I've been interested in. We have some mulch beds. There's an area that doesn't get a ton of sun. They just have a couple of scraggly, struggling boxwoods there that I want to rip out, and I kind of want to do something like figure out what would be kind of a local or something kind of wildflower, wild grasses, some kind of a combo to put in that area, maybe to attract local pollinators, so that, number one, the kids would probably think it's really cool if butterflies come or whatever. And then I could, stick it to all the haters and show yes, I have a lawn, but right there, look, pollinators, they can grab a snack as they go on their way. So
Yeah.
is it do you guys offer specific blends that would be kind of catered to specific geographic regions, or how does that work with the wildflower mixes that you guys have?
Absolutely. We can do native wildflower blends. So native to your particular area. We also have adapted wildflower species that might not necessarily be native, but they'll be fine. They're not going to invade the environment. So we sell regional blends. And like you said, that having a little patch of wildflowers, really kind of breaks up I don't want to hate on lawns, because I appreciate lawns, and I have a lawn, and I would never get rid of my lawn. But a lot of my yard has been kind of transformed into kind of a wildflower native zone. So we appreciate that, and we encourage that too.
Mm-hmm. Are they annual blends, or are there any kind of like perennial blends of these types of flowers?
It's a mix.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, I'd say a lot of them are about 50-50, but some of them do have a little bit more perennials or annuals than the other. But we can also do custom mixes. That's something that is becoming way more popular. A lot of people are looking for seeds that can grow in environments that are not ideal. And so we got a lot of people who want to grow wildflowers in shaded parts of their yard, or they want an all native blend or all perennial blend. So we do try to help with that. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I hope that we can offer more things like that, because it seems like the world is kind of going towards in that direction, where they want more long-term wildflowers. They want more resilient and adaptable species. And yeah, I hope we can do that.
Oh, the ornamental grasses.
Yeah, what's ornamental grasses?
That's the good stuff. No, that's if you have garden beds, and if you're kind of intimidated about ornamental garden beds, like a lot of people can be, I always recommend ornamental grasses, because they are almost zero maintenance. You plant them once, they grow all year. You leave them up all winter to kind of add some visual interest, and then you chop them down in the late winter, and that's it. And they just look great all year.
It is amazing how they come back. We have some big ones in the kind of corporate park area where we work, and they sure enough, they chop them down, and then next spring they're pop right back up. It's crazy.
Love them.
Then we got the clover seeds.
Ooh. That's actually our most popular product at Nature Seed, is that white Dutch clover.
Really?
Huge.
So people are just kind of using that for ground cover? Is that what it is?
They're doing that, and they're also mixing it in with their turf grass, which I know that can be a sensitive subject to some people, but there's pros and cons. As a legume, it fixes nitrogen, and so it's a natural source of fertilizer. It's resistant to dog urine, so there you go. That might be.
I just need clover in my backyard, so.
But then you're kind of limited on what kind of herbicides you can use. Some people don't like the look, and that's totally fine. We're at Nature Seed. Our motto is grow your own way, meaning do your own thing, and we're going to help you do your own thing.
Is that are those varieties that stay rather low, or do they kind of, because I've seen some people with these gardens that, it looks like a flowing kind of, like it really, it can actually get pretty big. Do those stay pretty low to the ground, those varieties?
They do. I actually have some clover in my backyard, just in my garden. I used it to kind of help with shading out my soil a little bit and trying to add in some nutrients when I was growing vegetables last year. And I would say it grew maybe 6 inches to 12 inches. It kind of varied, but the micro clover, it's a little bit shorter. And a lot of people like heavily seed it, densely seed it, and then they'll get like a really like thick patch of clover.
That's cool.
But yeah, there's so many cool like ground covers out there, like creeping thyme and yarrow that people are adding to their grasses, and it's really interesting.
So, are you guys like any big box stores, or is just mainly online that people can find you and order from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no big box stores. We sell a little bit on Amazon, and that's really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on Amazon, people can go and type in what Nature Seed, and you guys will pull up there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your guys' facility like? And are you guys Granite Seed and Nature Seed? Are you guys would people know more Granite Seeds around the country, or is it Nature Seed? How does that work?
Well, here in the West, Granite Seed has been been around for a long time, since the 80s. So I think most people are familiar with Granite around here, but they're limited to about the Midwest, and then anything east is they probably never heard of us. So
Yeah. I would say that Nature Seed is probably picking up a little bit in like California, just because we released the California collection and that offered a lot of species to homeowners that wasn't available before. So I think that's the really cool thing about our catalog, is that we offer a lot of species that you wouldn't typically find at a big box store, in at the quality that it is either. So we're trying to fit in a niche, and we're trying to open the floodgates to homeowners being able to access seed that they've never been able to access before.
And what's the packaging like? Like, how many pounds of seed can people buy it in?
So we kind of sell, when it comes to our terps, we sell in by the square foot. So you can buy anything from a 500 square foot size package up to sometimes a quarter acre size bag, depending on the seed size. With wildflowers, man, we go all the way down from a packet of 100 seeds all the way to a pound. Almost everything in between.
How much would a pound of wildflower cover?
Oh man,
like 5,000 square feet. Okay.
Well, if it's a mix or a blend, it's usually 2,000. I think 2,000 square feet would be a pound.
Some of those wildflowers, the seeding rate is like 2 to 3
Crazy.
pounds an acre. Like,
yeah.
Some of those
for an individual species,
like dust. Like you're spreading dust out there.
Yeah. Some of it looks like dust, and you're like, oh, okay, this is seed. All right.
Small,
yeah. And then some of the seeds are huge, and you're like, okay, it's like 500 pounds an acre or something crazy. Yeah.
So if there's that much inconsistency in the seed size, what's your method of spreading then?
Well, when we're working with homeowners, the easiest thing to do, and what we say, is just put it on the lowest seeding rate and just keep spreading it until it's gone. I mean, that's kind of like the foolproof method. That this amount will cover this size, so just keep spreading it until it's gone. So it's really hard with those different seed sizes, and there are methods out there and equations you can use, and to dial in these seeding rates, but most homeowners don't have the time or the knowledge to do that.
Yeah.
So like on your fescue, you're at 12 pounds to 1,000. Is that your bare ground recommendation?
Oh, yeah. When it comes to turf, yeah, those are more dialed in. Yeah, that's all recommended for seeding in bare soil.
Yeah.
And obviously, if it's overseeding, it would probably be a little less than that.
Yeah, about half what you can get away with, I'd say.
Yeah.
5 to 6 pounds.
Yep.
Is your seed, is it blue tag seed?
We do a lot of blue tag. We even have some gold tag. Some is uncertified. Anytime we can get some kind of certification, we do. We go through the NTEP, the National Turfgrass Evaluation Program, and we look at those reports, try and pull the top rated varieties whenever we can. I'm a big fan of Mazama at the moment. I've been working that into my front yard. And then in my backyard, I'm using Amity Tall Fescue, which is, from my experience, a really, really good variety of turf type tall fescue.
Okay, so you guys do have some of like the name brand types and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
People may be familiar with. How do they go about finding out what grass types are in your premium seed mix or your blue ribbon mix or anything like that? Is that found on the website, or how would people do that?
So that information is it changes based on availability, but they can always email or call Marina, and she'll send you a copy of the seed tag. No problem.
Yeah. I hope one day we're able to put, like, if you search on our website Kentucky Bluegrass, you'll be able to click a drop down menu that'll have all the varieties.
Yeah.
And I think an option like that in the future is probably necessary, because we do have a following of people who really do care about the cultivars, the different cultivars, and they'll ask specifically for mixes to be made with these. And so it's definitely a necessity, I think, one day. But we have those seed tags available for anyone. Yeah,
people are buying stuff more by cultivars than definitely.
I think people are looking at like INTEP trials and all that too, and if they go out and say, okay, these top 5 were top performers in the INTEPs, and they figure out which 5 they are, then they come to that with a blend, or trying to they're searching for it, and if it's got 3 of the 4, okay, maybe I'll go with that blend because I think it's gonna be good. So to your point.
and we get so many customers who will call in or message in, and they'll say, like, I want to grow this certain type of species, but it's really important, like the cultivar or what they see growing in their area. If you see that everyone in your area is growing Bermuda successfully, then you probably don't want to grow like perennial rye or something. So it's just like having these having people become more aware of the species that are growing around them very well, and what cultivars are working in their region. It varies tremendously from city to city. And I think a lot of people don't realize that it's really important to like kind of dial in on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Further Dirt actually has a question about what kind of grass seed would work good with the poultry seed. I was like, what poultry seed? And then I went in and saw you guys actually have.
We know what they're talking about.
I figured you guys would know exactly what that is, but I saw this was you got poultry pastures or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that a turf by any means, but if you have backyard chickens, and you want something for them to graze on, yeah, we've got you set on those.
Dude, there's tons of
So-
people that are growing like chickens and stuff in their backyards now. That's
Sure.
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
sweet.
yeah.
You guys got it locked in there. They got that. Yeah.
So it looks like it's more
Yeah.
for region, right? So depending
Yep.
on what state you live in, you got Southwest and Texas and
Mhm.
Midwest and Pacific Northwest. So that's what you were kind of talking about is you guys have seed for specific to your areas and stuff like that then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you enter in your zip code in the seed selector, it'll tell you what region you're in.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so on the seed selector, when you enter in your zip code on the left-hand side, when you scroll down after you've entered in your zip code, it'll highlight what region you're in, and then from there you're able to figure it out. So like we're Intermountain West, so
Yeah. So like if I did like
yeah.
Salt Lake City 84044, I
yeah,
could go in and then this is
Yeah.
all the
yeah,
like you
exactly.
said, buffalo grass, deer. There, that's what you need. At least some deer resistant mixes
There
here.
you go.
That's a
Yeah.
popular one.
Yeah.
People do not want the deer in their yard.
legit concern.
Next year I'll be eating deer jerky. I'm getting deer tags and I'm going at it.
Yeah.
You want like the deer attractor wildflower blend.
I know.
Yeah.
The
Make
Deer
sure you-
the deer magnet.
yeah. His grass
Yeah.
is already the deer magnet.
Yeah, they already love this place.
We do
Okay.
sell some wildlife food plot mixes too. So if you are into food plots, we've also
Yeah.
got a selection there.
What is that?
So it's under specialty
Okay.
deer food plot right there.
Okay, yeah.
To
Yeah.
attract deer,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
then,
that
Yes.
attracts them in.
and then you
Yeah.
sit in a
Put
deer
that in your
stand.
neighbor's yard. Yeah.
Or maybe only just kind of section off a back corner and get them all just to stay there. Huh? Trample through
Wow.
the whole thing.
I got a
Yeah.
crossbow. I'm going after them.
Yeah, and I know Kenny Cooper. He's got a bunch of chickens and stuff around his yard. He may need some this poultry seed as well. There,
I mean, we even have a tortoise mix. So funny
really.
story behind that one. There was a club in Southern California, a tortoise club, and they had developed a blend, and they kept ordering it from us over and over and over, and we're like, you know what? Let's just make it a product. And now, man, it's one of our best-selling products. Is
yeah.
a tortoise forage mix for backyard
Cool.
tortoises. So
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
we
awesome.
we cover all the animals and livestock.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, clicking on this, I was kind of surprised to see all the different ones that you guys have.
Yeah.
Drunk Long Guy brought up another question here. He's looking for possibly some alternatives for a play area. So I don't know if he's meaning like wildflower seeds or if he's looking for more tolerant grass seeds that can handle being trampled on and stuff like that. You guys have any advice for him?
Alternatives for a play area.
Yeah.
Well, when I think lawn alternatives, one of my first home that I had out in Eagle Mountain, actually, where you're at,
Okay.
I used sheep fescue for my front yard.
Sheep
And that-
fescue.
That's a fine fescue. It's in the fine fescue family. And that was considered a lawn alternative. But a lot of these lawn alternatives like clover and sheep fescue, they're not the most traffic tolerant. So if it's a play area and it's heavy traffic, I still think a traditional turf grass is probably the best choice there. You could add some clover into it if you wanted, but I think traffic tolerance there is what they're going to value the most.
Yeah.
He's saying he can't handle his kids anymore, so he wants something that can be able to send them out and have good looking grass.
Hey, Olee, they sell standard mycorrhizal inoculant as well. It looks like.
Yeah. Was
Oh yeah.
I was looking where I think they had is it the Bolister? Is that what that's called? Fertilizer?
Ooh.
That's
Where's
what-
that under?
Let me go back to there.
Oh yeah, our
Planting
sustain.
Under
section.
planting aids.
Sustain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sustain. Yeah.
We do use. We've selected a few of our favorite planting aids, and the Sustain brand is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like real similar, I think, to like Earthworks or something, I believe. Like poultry style mix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
An organic, slow release. Yeah.
I was
What's
looking at
this
that.
soil stabilizer? What's that?
Oh, the tackifier.
Tackifier? Yeah. What's
Yeah.
this for?
So that is, it's commonly used in hydro seeding. It's like a paper product, kind of biodegradable, and or actually, sorry, I was thinking the mulch. The tackifier is a plant-based powder that
It's like a botanical glue.
yes, once you spread that on the soil surface, it goes on dry like a powder, and then as soon as it comes in contact with moisture, it forms a glue and holds all the seed down. So it's great for slopes,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
windy
cool.
areas.
So
A
it
lot
says
of
it's
people
for
have been
hydro
using it.
seeding.
Birds.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Is it just for hydro seeding, or like if
No,
people
They do
just
use it in
always-
hydro seeding, but
Okay.
You sprinkle it
Um,
on.
homeowners can use it in its
Very
dry
interesting.
form. Yep.
Okay.
A lot of our customers recently have been using it for pathways, like in between, if they have like stone, or if they're putting down like pebbles or something, they'll use that to kind of help keep everything in place on a walkway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So somebody in Florida ordered from you guys. Where would it be coming from? Here in Utah, or you guys have a different shipping manufacturing place?
Nope, it's all coming from Lehigh, Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys grab the box and put it in, and then somebody takes it to the mail box, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do that. I take each one to the mailbox.
Yeah, each 50 pounds on one shoulder. you
Yeah.
Yep.
just carry it
I have
out
like
there.
a cart. I have like they tie this cart to me.
Well, it sounds like Drunk Lawn Guy drives by your guys' place every day. He may just stop in and grab some stuff next time.
Yeah, we'd love to meet him.
Yeah, I was trying to leave a comment for him, but if he wants to email me, my email's Marina, MARINNA @naturesseed.com. And I can help him. He seems to have a good idea of some things he wants to do in his yard, and I'd be happy to help him with lawn alternatives and native species. That's kind of more my roadhouse, I guess.
If you do meet him, he's an extremely unique fellow.
I would love to meet him.
We love you.
He's well worth meeting. I promise.
He looks like it.
He's a trip.
Yeah, you can already tell from his
I'd
profile.
like to have a drink.
Oh yeah, he'll know where all the good drinking spots are. Usually it's in his yard, but
His garage
the
or
best.
driveway.
garage beers and stuff.
Love that.
Shower.
But yeah, he'll probably stop by. If you also want to maybe just type your email in the chat if you want to.
Yeah, I tried to do that. It wasn't letting me, but let me try it one more time.
Okay.
Let me try.
I honestly, I'll have to look you guys up. I didn't know it was a granite seed place and stuff like that, but I get over to the Lehigh area quite often, so
Yeah, you should stop by.
may have to stop by myself.
We can show you around. We've got the seed cleaning facilities. We can show you how we clean seed. Show you the seed when it comes in from the collectors and what that looks like. It's a fascinating process, really.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, when I went up and did like a tour of the fertilizer plant that we go through with ProPete up in Sugar City, Idaho, and that was really cool. Just taking some videos and posting those and stuff. So
it's definitely cool to see the inner workings of things like that. It always makes me think of like how it's made and those kind of shows where you kind of get to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that, I don't know, gives you an inside peek, and I don't know, makes you feel like you know how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to watch, the seed getting cleaned and all that sort of stuff. That fascinates me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely come by because they're always doing that. And then they have different processes that they use to do it. And sometimes during like the summer, they'll have all the seed just laying outside on tarps, like drying in the sun. And it's cool. It's cool. It's definitely worth stopping by.
Should see how we clean the milkweed. That gets messy. It's like an episode of Breaking Bad with the plastic cards going down in like a full hazmat suit.
Interesting. You guys should put stuff like that up on like YouTube or on your you have it on your webpage or anything like that. That'd be kind of cool to watch.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
A little tour of the facility or something like that.
Yeah.
When you get as geeky as we do about lawns and all that kind of stuff, that's the sort of thing we like to see. So, all right. Well, I guess it's getting close to be about that time.
Yeah, maybe.
That we about lawns. These lawns looking, we're all coming out of the wintertime blues. But Bill, why don't you tell the folks what this song means and what this is all about?
Well, those of us on Keep Off the Grass, we are lawn aficionados, just like you guys listening and watching out there. And we have a Keep Off the Grass Instagram page, which I've got myself locked out of, so I haven't been on there in a minute. I'm trying to get back in. But we are all following the hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week. And if you're posting pictures of your lawn or reels of your lawn, having fun out there, laying some stripes, nothing too curvy for Nate's sake, use that hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week. We're all kind of keeping an eye on that, shooting pictures in our group chat. And each week we kind of land on who we think has the KOTG Lawn of the Week. And winners get eternal glory. They get entry into the Discord chat. If those guys are still doing that, I don't know. It's been a long time. There's a lot of guys in there, so you're welcome to hang out with those guys and chat with them up, get advice, share wisdom and all that good stuff. And the good folks, John and everybody at ProPete, have been so generous all these years, and the winners will get their choice of a 25-pound bag of ProPete fertilizer. Whatever you can find on the Home Depot website. I think, I don't know if they have the endless screen up there yet, but when they do, I believe that'll be included eventually. Their fossil product as well, if it's up there still. That one is another one that you can do if you're not looking for something like a 1358 like I love. And so this week, we I think lawns are waking up. Guys are getting out there. Some of us are 3 mows deep already, as Derek, Lawn Assassin, would say. So some of us are greening up pretty nice, and we are. Competition is already getting a little stiff. And I can share my screen here.
Yeah, you have the pleasure of talking and trying to be technical and stuff like
my
that.
Old ass MacBook.
That's the
Air
hard
from
part.
2015 too. Okay, here we go. I think I got it.
All right, let's get it up on
might have to
stage
allow
here. There we go.
There we go. Lana Brasky,
Woo!
Andrew Barrow, another 2-time KOTG Lawn of the Week winner. Here was his submission here.
Dang.
Three down already.
And I'm guessing Brasky means Nebraska, so he's in Nebraska.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Is that what it is?
Possibly.
I don't know where he's from, actually.
I'm not sure, yeah.
But that's looking good already, man. That's nice color.
Looking better than me. Look at that. Ooh, man.
See, Marina, those are stripes. We call it,
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll never forget it now.
You know, I
like
used
lines.
to,
Hello.
to
No.
be honest, I used to say
stripes.
lines in the beginning myself. Nate cut me
I'm still
off.
learning.
Maybe this is week
Ooh, yeah,
2.
look at that.
You know, even just the second cut of the season. I mean, look at that, guys. Whew. Not bad.
I wish mine looked that good already.
I know. I have not put my lawn striper on yet because I know we're not ready yet. We're not there. Not quite.
I'm just ashamed that you take it off.
Same.
Sometimes.
I know everyone always says, "Oh, you're not supposed to stripe in like the beginning." I'm like, dude, every single mow is striping for me.
It's the stripe life, you know.
I know.
Right.
I'm still trying to whip mine into shape. I need a few more seasons to think of overseeding this old ass sod lawn, and we'll get there. But
I think Ole's like 12 mows deep, right? You've been
4 or 5. I'm not sure. 4 or 5.
okay.
It needs it right now, but it's raining, which I'm happy for it to be raining.
Sure.
Yeah.
Get that all
we
greened
got
up.
I think it predicted an inch, and it sure seemed like it. We had this past day and a half or so. So it sounds like maybe when Nate got his cold and snow, we got not quite as cold, and we got dumped on with rain. And then we're supposed to warm up this week. So the lawn's nice and dark green, but it's not really growing yet. So I'm hoping once the weather warms up, the rest of this spring break with the kids, I took off. We're going to do a Kansas City trip, and then I'm going to come back for the weekend. It should be highs in the 70s and sunny. So maybe we'll have a good weekend with some growth and maybe I'll put the striper back on and see what I can do.
There you
make
go.
some
Re-engage,
fresh
Maverick.
season.
Re-engage.
Yeah, but
Hans Blond says he's 10.
10 mows, man.
Man.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if he's doing every day or what is it? Once a week, twice a week. What are we talking here?
Every hour.
Then we got LTZ's just going to put concrete on the front and tint it green.
Oh gosh.
There's some real mow going on in there.
I don't believe that for a minute. No way.
That's awesome, though.
Well, I wanted to ask Marina. So you said that when you initially came on with the company, you were very anti-lawn and this whole, monoculture is dead and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, but you since have grown to
Yeah.
kind of maybe see a different side of it. I'm curious. What are some of the positives that you've kind of come to appreciate about lawns that kind of help change your mind? How did that process work for you? Because I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me was just taking the time to get everything together for my lawn. So, getting out all my tools, getting out my weed whacker, getting out like my lawnmower, just getting everything together and spending a couple hours outside every weekend became such a therapeutic process. And I felt like it was just good for my mental health to care about something like that and to invest my time and my love into just my lawn and the benefits that it provided me, and being able to look outside at my front lawn and think I took care of that and it looks great, and people are going to drive down the street and think that's a nice lawn, or seeing my dogs play in the backyard and knowing that I've worked hard to keep that up for them. The idea of having kids one day and having them play on the lawn, it's such a part of our culture, American culture. And I think that if you hate your lawn, then you should try to spend a couple hours a weekend with it, and it's probably going to change your mind.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize, that it doesn't take that much to have, a somewhat decent lawn. And then when your lawn kind of gets over that threshold of being this patchy, weed infested frustration, you get out there and you mow and you're consistent, it becomes like you said, a therapeutic kind of thing, and
Yeah.
you almost look forward to it. Now, granted, if it's crazy hot in the middle of summer and you're just like over it or whatever, but
Yeah.
a lot of folks, the lawns
Yeah.
will go dormant during that time anyway, so it's not that,
Mhm.
then it'll come back up. Anyway, it's,
Yeah.
I think some people would really see that side of it if they just kind of gave it a little effort. Doesn't take much, doesn't take a ton,
Yeah.
because I know how much more I enjoy it when right now the ground's kind of bumpy and it's uneven in the areas where I overseeded and the mowers bounce around. I'm like, God, I really need to level this out. So the quality of
Yeah.
your lawn, how it feels when you're out there, I think makes a big difference. And I think if people just put in a little bit more effort, they would get some more joy out of it too, and they would hate it a little bit less.
Yeah. I think if you're looking for gratification in your life at all, start with your lawn. Like really, because that's gonna make you feel good. Like there are times where I'm like, my life is out of control, or like I didn't go to the gym, and it's like, but I mowed my lawn and it looks
Yeah, there
beautiful.
you go.
And
Took the trash out, mowed the lawn. Damn it.
yeah, like I feel
I got
good.
it. I'm good. We're doing it.
That's
If
a
you
good
got
workout.
those, if you get those stripes nice and curvy,
Mm-hmm.
where they hit the sun just right, and you come home, you pull in the drive, and it's like, man, that's awesome. Or they could
I
be
need some
straight.
lessons. Some
What I
stripe
think is-
lessons.
What I think is crazy is, a lot of people hate on, the fact of mono, whatever you want to say, stand the turf and all this stuff. But where they should be hating is where they're pouring thousands of yards of concrete every day that does nothing but reflect heat.
Yeah.
Because turf, will produce, like for me, an acre produces enough oxygen for 64 people.
Wow.
In one day. In one day, that turf produces enough oxygen for 64 people.
Wow.
A 50 by 50 lot will produce enough oxygen for a family of 4.
Oh my
So,
God.
the people that don't do anything, you got erosion, you got the sun cooking the poop out of the earth.
Bare dirt. Yeah.
There's no blanket, there's no, the
Insulation.
turf is
No
also,
carbon fixation or whatever.
Yep. Well, the turf is healthy. It keeps water from running across everywhere. It soaks into the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of pluses. I love, the people that hate on me about, well, you done this and you're killing the bees. Well, I never had any bees to start with.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not killing any bees. I actually have more bees because I planted double knockout roses. I got blueberries. I got raised garden beds. We have, multiple shrubs around the house that bloom. So like we've actually helped the bees,
Mhm.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's funny.
They still like the lawn.
Mhm.
Sure.
I see bees out in my lawn all the time, and I'm like, they like it. I'm doing something right.
I made some
I'm
cool
raising-
ways to
Coming.
chill in between your flights. You got to hop down and just kind of sleep in the little blades. And
Yeah.
take a little rest, and then get on
I'm
your merry
raising
way.
more earthworms than I ever
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I think you kind of hit it on the head there with kids. A lot of us, I think pretty much everybody is either a dad or a mom,
Mhm.
and it's now our kid wants to go outside, so we start going outside, and we kind of start looking at our lawns, and we're like, what's up with this? And then we start kind of working a little harder in the lawn. Then all of a sudden, it just
Yeah.
kind of becomes fun and
Yeah.
exciting. We make our lawn looks nice, and then it's a hobby, and then we take pride in it, and then try to be the best on the block because we're all competitive. So it just kind
It's
of
a
keeps
slippery
stumbling.
slope, man.
And all this came from when our 2-year-old kid could walk and came outside for the first
Yeah,
time.
man. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
That's a
it's
good
just
way to put it.
snowball from
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
I
that's
love
nicely
that.
put.
Well, you don't want them playing in the
Yeah.
mud and tracking it in the house.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Yeah.
Or trampling the wildflowers and all that other
Yeah.
stuff, right? Grass
Yeah.
is good to be trampled on.
Shoot, I got 3 girls, and the older 2 are in sports. One's in soccer, one's in volleyball, and the other one was for the longest time in gymnastics. So they take advantage of it. I mean, they get out and
Yeah.
run and play, and the dog plays, and
Yeah.
Be hard
I
for them to
get-
kick a soccer ball through a bunch of clover patches. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
yeah,
I get a lot of emails from people now that a lot of moms that email in and they're like, my kid just wants a lawn. Like, what do you have
Yeah.
for me? And it's just, that's enough. Like, kids want lawns. They're gonna demand a lawn for sure. Like, it's such an important part of your childhood to be able to like roll around in the grass and like play catch and look for bugs and look at the clouds. And I mean, you're not gonna do that on concrete, so it's important.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, you guys have a bunch of wildflower seeds that you could put around, and the borders and all that kind of stuff, and make it look nice and pretty, and get some different color besides green. Even though green's usually our favorite color, but we do like some other colors and popping in the yard for sure.
Yeah, I think if you kind of consider your lawn as like your miniature little botanical garden, and the lawn is one piece of that, and for us it's always like a work in progress. We have things that we want to do this year in the mulch beds, and then next year it'll be something else. But the goal is not just to have this sterile quote unquote lawn; it's to have this enjoyable space that looks nice, that you take pride in it, the family can enjoy it for however it is you want with kids or whatever it may be, kick the soccer ball, throwing the football, just chilling, out there, whatever. And then you have everything else kind of accentuates that. So it's more than just that. And you get the pride out of doing it yourself, and you can see results, especially with the lawns, because you get to mow it every week or twice a week, and you can change up the pattern. You can, it's the gift that keeps giving if you enjoy it, or it's the curse that never ends if you don't.
It's definitely a learning curve. I mean, you think about it from when you first started, you had no idea how much seed to put down or how much fertilizer to put down or what that weed was or what that plant was. And like over the years, you learn to identify different things. And then hopefully you get smarter with, chemicals and things of that nature and applying to the point where you see that some of the stuff is, overkill, too much, and then you learn to be responsible. So it's a learning curve.
Absolutely,
definitely.
I wish I would have paid attention in school. I hated school, and especially science. And now I wish like crazy I would have paid attention, like trying to learn all this stuff and biology and all. And it's a whole nother learning curve.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
We definitely preach like soil tests. What does your lawn even need? What kind of nutrients and stuff do you need? So,
yeah.
All right. Well, this has been pretty informative. What else did you have, Bill?
Oh no, I'm good. That was fine.
Okay. Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on. It's been really fun to talk to you guys. Now, where I know where to find you guys because I've been chatting your ear off and stuff on Instagram. But how do everybody else find you guys? Where are you at on the social medias? What's your handles and website, all that kind of stuff?
Website www.natureseed.com. 2 S's, Nature's Seed.
Okay.
And then Marina handles our Instagram and Facebook. Also Nature Seed.
So you do have Facebook. What's the Facebook?
I think it's just Nature Seed, all one word. And Instagram is, we don't use our Facebook that much, but I am on there taking some messages when I get those. But Instagram is the one that we use the most, and that one's Nature's_Seed.
All right, so Nature's_Seed on Instagram. You guys on X or anything else? Twitter, old Twitter?
Not super active, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just find a lot more.
Yeah. Instagram's a handful, but
I know Instagram is interesting. We have a lot of, there's the anti-lawn crowd on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
We're all awesome.
It's kind of funny. Some of our customer base is kind of against another part of our customer base, so we gotta try and balance.
Tread lightly and
you guys are trying to meld them together. So,
like you said, grow your own way, live your life.
Trying to create harmony between.
So thanks, you guys. We appreciate you coming on and chatting with us tonight. This was great.
And Marina's email's there in the chat if you guys want to go back and find it. You can send her some emails with questions and stuff like that. But we definitely appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you.
Sharing the
Having
knowledge with us. And as always, we appreciate the live chat. Thank you guys for showing up each week and interacting with us and having a glass and keeping off the grass. We appreciate you guys.
Get out there,
and next week we got a real mower company coming on. Rolex, I think it is. Rolex Real Mowers is going to be on next week, so come back for that. And we will see you guys next week.
Go Hawks.
Later.